This is the Surface Go 2, and over 4 years ago now, adverts of this product was practically everywhere. It was practically shoved down our throats. But the question is, has it really stood the test of time? This laptop was meant to be the chosen one.
You were the chosen one!
Having about 12 to 13 hours of battery life, it was meant to last me the whole day. However, very quickly, it went down from 12 to 13 to 4 to 5, which is absolutely unacceptable. Meaning I needed to bring my charger almost every day.
Shush and get back to work.
Oh, my days. Crap. There we go. And on the topic of battery life, explain to me why the battery life is flipping deceiving me. Like, what the hell? As a matter of fact, we're playing a game right now. What is this battery percentage? And if you guess B, you have some kind of crazy skill I don't. But if you actually guessed anything else, it literally shows how inconveniencing this laptop can really be. And even with... And although the battery life has gone completely down the toilet, to be fair, it still maintained its speed and smoothness. Even when hundreds of tabs are open, I'll be honest, it still works perfectly fine and takes it like a tank. Bro, it's not working, it's so dodgy. But for the most part, this touchscreen actually works fairly well. However, it has off days where it completely goes crazy and just doesn't listen to my instructions. But because it's more of a gimmick and there's no real use for it for me personally, it tends to just be used accidentally. Another feature which may as well be called a gimmick as well is the fingerprint reader, which is located on the power button. And it's absolutely useless. It works sometimes, but when something's so inconsistent, you just learn to work around it. And now whenever I turn on my laptop, I just instantly put in the password because I don't want to even bother fiddling with this for 5 minutes, putting in every single angle like this, finger in my laptop. Oh, that was a bad sentence. Putting this in every single position so it can work. Just put in the password at the end of the day. It takes 5 seconds longer, but this was just really disappointing in my opinion. And because of silly gimmicks that hardly work, the price is still outrageous 4 years later. Let me watch some Stampy Long Nose.
Some of them do seem to...
Well, although it's got quite a few gimmicks, it actually doesn't bulk up the laptop in the slightest. It is still incredibly slim, smooth, and really and truly light, to the point where it can slip into my bag and I won't even notice. And it also has thin bezels, meaning that even though it's on a small device, you don't feel like you're missing out on that big screen viewing experience. It looks very full, to the point where I understand it's a laptop and I'm happy with the size, even though it's smaller than most laptops out right now. Oh no, it's not. I'm stuck. Eee. But while talking about the screen resolution, you'll be happy to hear it has a resolution of 1920 by 1280. So although it's not the best, it is actually pretty decent and you're really able to see really vivid colors and still really appreciate whatever you're watching without really thinking about quality. It's in the back of your mind. Boom. Is that a camera? But when you're watching your favorite shows, you expect sound, no? Well, you'll be happy to hear the speakers get extremely loud and they're extremely clear. However, if you dare try and connect a Bluetooth device to this system, be prepared for a lot of fiddling and very tedious work. And this issue occurs literally every time I try and connect a new device. And literally the only way I know how to fix it is by forgetting the device and reconnecting. Like, in what world does turning it off and on again not fix it? Also, while on the topic of sound, you really and truly hear some weird sounds coming from the internals of this laptop. It almost sounds like Rice Krispies are popping inside this laptop. It's super weird. It's been going on for about 3 months now. It hasn't really got louder. It's still that low frequency, but it's really weird and kind of scary. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's getting worse or what, but it's a little bit worrying. I can actually hear it now. In my personal view, this is one of the most dodgy mid-range laptops you can actually buy. And I know dodgy, like look at the angle I'm in. I know what I'm talking about. You're quite literally spending money for features that seem cool, but they fade away very fast and they really and truly stop working within a few months, which is incredibly disappointing. Just to go over some boring specs about this device has 8 gigs of RAM, meaning that you can't edit. It's mainly used for normal Gmail, YouTube, Netflix, maybe some light gaming, but nothing too serious. It also has a Core i5 processor, which is a very well-rounded processor that can do most office work tasks, but don't expect anything too much from this device. It also comes with 120 gigabytes of storage, which is pretty decent. However, you might need to consider OneDrive or using something along those lines, as well as a camera which actually has above average quality. This is the camera quality as well as the audio quality. The camera quality, I'll be honest, it's not too shabby. It looks a little bit, I don't know, I'm starting to look a little bit white, but like overall for a laptop camera, not too bad. Overall, I would not recommend this device. This device has not stood the test of time. Most of the features just don't work correctly, and the features that do work just don't warrant the £500 price tag. So don't put this on your list in 2024. But yeah, it's been your boy Mr. K, and I'll check you out in the next one.